Hi, I'm Dwayne Scott, Golf Engineering, Business Development Manager at Golf Engineering. Golf Engineering was established in 2018. We're now 3 years in business. We've had 40 years of operation activities in Trinidad. We have been working to support both the Tier 1s and Exxon directly in the drilling and exploration activities. We run a engineering, fabrication and machine shop service at Land Canaan. So we work very closely with the drilling companies to clean, inspect, repair, and recertify all the drilling equipment. We also do storage for some of the clients. We do fabrication for some of the clients. We also involve in blasting and painting of a lot of the offshore components. Some of our key clients, of course, would be Halliburton, Baker Hughes, Weatherford, Schlumberger, Technip FMC, Exxon directly. So yeah, we've been involved. We have a team of 70 Guyanese indirect and directly employed with us. We have a team of experts who come down to train them monthly. We have also been actively recruiting people from the Guyana Training Center up in Berbice, the Linden Technical Institute, and the GTI also. We're looking to get involved in what you'd call an apprenticeship program to bring in machinists and welders and fabricators so that we can improve the scope that we provide through the company. Yeah.
Hi, good day. My name is Hardesh Narayan and I'm from Caribbean Motor Spare. I'm one of the managerial staff and I run the Grove branch. So we are here on the Expo. Basically what we are here for is to bring product awareness in the Guyanese market. We're here in the Guyanese market to bring awareness to the Guyanese people and also the foreigners here of our products that we carry. We are an importer, a distributor, a retailer, and a wholesaler of automotive spares, starting from Japanese model, Korean, US, and so on. So this is some of our products. Most of our products are backed with warranty. We have exceptional after-sales services. We have like Platin with the only brand offer 2 years warranty. That's a battery. Even our tires, Double Star brand, we offer warranty on them. We are ISO compliant company, so most of our products reach international standards and so on. Yeah.
How do you see carbon motor spares impacting the energy sector in Guyana?
Well, Caribbean Motor Spare will impact it very positively. Why? Because we bring the automotive line of products ready available to the oil sectors. To those guys who usually have the big trucks fetching the pipelines and what's not, we will have the products for you guys, like the oils, the filters, the degreasers that they usually use every day. So yes, it will. Caribbean Motor Spare will make it very easy and affordable to the people working in Guyana currently.
So my name is Marlon Veloza and I am a project management consultant associated with BCS Technology. BCS Technology is a technology consultant firm that is Guyanese owned. The senior leadership team consists of Guyanese and it's headquartered in Australia with offices around the world, including India, Singapore, the Philippines, Mexico, and now Guyana.
Now, what is it you are hoping to achieve now that you are here?
So we want to do a number of things here in Guyana. One is we want to bring some of our services to this part of the world because we know that Guyana is open for business and we also know that Guyana is ready to be transformed digitally. So some of the services that we offer include data analytics, AI, blockchain. We do software development as well as software implementation and systems integration as well. The second thing that we want to accomplish is we want to be able to give back to the country that the ownership was born in, and that is done through our graduate training program, where we're looking to hire graduates from the University of Guyana with computer science degrees or just upon completion of such, and we put them through the program and allow them to get the exposure on some of the global projects that we work on.
Now, how different are the services you are offering to those that Guyanese companies have been offering for a number of years?
I think one of our key things is the fact that we are a Microsoft global partner, and that positions us in a unique way in that I don't think there are any Microsoft partners in Guyana at this point in time. So just as Guyana is sort of a hub of South America to the Caribbean, we're sort of that hub of the rest of the world to Guyana as it relates to technology and Microsoft. One of the projects that we're working on right now is Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, which implements the financial/accounting component of Microsoft Dynamics. And what that will do is help the company to be able to track down to the granular detail as to how they will be able to, how much it costs to produce one item of their good that is being served or sold. So what that means in context is generally that we are somewhat ahead of the curve, in my opinion, but we're not necessarily here to just compete. We're also here to collaborate and to partner with any company that is looking to help transform Guyana.
Now, business transformation, I know that one of the challenges we have had in Guyana over the years is actually adapting to technology. How do you see your company bringing that sort of transformation?
That is a very interesting question. So with our wealth of experience, with our skill set globally, I think, again, there are two ways that we can approach this. The first is by bringing our expertise to the country, the use cases that we've encountered and the sort of challenges that we've had to help other companies overcome helps us now to bring that expertise to the country. Secondly, it is through our graduate training program. I believe that is very important because we are helping Guyanese students, Guyanese professionals to gain the skills and expertise and experience that we believe that after a 2-year stint with BCS, you should be able to compete with any developer, for example, around the world.
You would know the limitations that we would have faced here in terms of our Guyanese students having not the knowledge, but the access to the opportunities to develop themselves. This opportunity that you are presenting to them, how does that make you feel?
So I'm a graduate from the University of Guyana. I completed my bachelor's in 2008 with a degree in computer science. And upon leaving university, it was a bit of a challenge to find jobs and also to really put some of my skills into practice and put the knowledge that I gained into context. BCS offering such a program as the graduate training program really makes me feel proud, one as an individual who would have been struggling, and I feel also patriotic in the sense that I'm being able to help Guyanese students, at least in one area, to develop their skills and become global competitors.
Thank you, Mark.
My name is Dennis Charan, CEO of Comfort Sleep and Comfort Villa. We here at the Expo, the Island Gas Expo, is to promote our business. We know there is a lot of potential now in Guyana. For example, the Comfort Villa apartment, they're all booked out. So that's a part of the Island Gas and Energy Department. We're looking to do a lot more in that area as well. We also retool our factory, the mattress factory. We bought in 7 brand new machines, so we can do a capacity of 100 mattresses a year, if it need to. Right? So we are doing all that we can to make sure we are ready for this big explosion in Guyana of the island gas.
I know that this is the second day you are here, but what has been the response to your business from persons walking around to view what is on display?
The truth of that is not much going on this end here. A lot of people look at the apartment, they didn't know these products is made right here, they didn't know that. As locally manufactured here, so I was glad that we did take part. So at least people, there were some people from Ghana, Trinidad and Barbados was here. And there was actually a surprise to know these products is being done right here.
How does that make you feel?
I felt good, knowing that it's a Guyanese company 100% Guyanese company. And we always strive to improve and do our best with our product. We don't stop. We don't stop.
We are very excited that we're able to be out here today. Basically, we are here to encourage the new companies that would want to come on board with NIS. As you know, we are in an evolving economy where the oil and gas sector is now the thing. All eyes are on the oil and gas industry. And so as you look around, you can see many new companies, and they would need, most of them, some of them are trying to get their foot into the economy. And so they're seeking to tender for jobs and so on. You would know that a compliance certificate is a major requirement if you are tendering for a job that is for a contract with the government. And so NIS is here to assist those persons who may need to get some assistance in terms of how to apply for a compliance certificate, and then eventually how to register their new company, how to register the employees that would eventually work with them and so on. And so that's our main function for being out here, our main purpose. Of course, we have other persons who are still dropping by to check on the benefits and contributions and so on. We're entertaining that as well. And so we're not shunning anyone. But our main purpose is to deal with the new companies, to guide them as it relates to compliance certificates and eventually registering as an employer or a self-employed person. Yes.
I know in the last 2 years we would have had lots of new companies registered in Guyana, whether small, medium-sized or large companies. Have you seen a large number of persons coming to register as self-employed or to have their employees registered with the scheme?
Well, I don't have the exact the data on me, but we've seen new companies coming on board. Yes, like you rightly said, some persons would have registered and some are yet to come in to pay. We have some of our inspectors here today as well who would have been trying to locate some of those companies, and they were able to make contact with them as they come out here today. And so yes, we've seen new companies coming on board. What we want to see is the funds coming in, because registering is one thing, but then you have to ensure as an employer, you have to ensure that you pay your contributions. Usually what we do initially, once a person is tendering, we give a standard compliance certificate. They may not necessarily have employees at the start, but then we expect them that once they get that job, that they would come back to NIS and to honor their obligations. And so yes, we have a few of the employers, but that's why we're here to encourage them to come out and to ensure that they not only just be registered, but ensure that they comply. It's major because even with the oil and gas sector, the risks that are associated with the types of jobs that they would do in that industry, it's very, very important that the employees be covered, right? And so we are encouraging the employers to ensure that they are registered.
Ms. Baxter, can you expand on that? I know that in Guyana, we kind of sometimes persons see NIS payment as a burden. Some of them don't understand the necessity of paying NIS. Some of them just see it as, well, I need compliance for my business. But other than that, why is paying NIS important?
Okay, well, we can never tell what can happen tomorrow. And what Social Security offers is coverage against the risks that are associated with work and life in general. Because at the workplace, every day I come to work, but I can be injured on my job. And if I'm injured on my job, even the best of employer, they will pay me for a while. But after a while, if I can't work and earn, I'll become a liability to my employer. And so my employer at some point in time would stop paying me a salary. And so that's where NIS comes in. And so NIS, if I'm injured on the job, the NIS will pay me what we call an industrial benefit. If I'm unable to work ever again as a result of that industrial injury, I can receive a disability pension from NIS. Apart from that, if I'm sick, let's say I'm sick, we're in a pandemic and many persons are submitting their claims for COVID. And some employers are not paying. Once they send that medical to NIS, we have been paying. And so we offer coverage against the risks that are associated generally with life and your employment.
who is eligible to pay NIS in Guyana?
Okay, so any person who's above 16 years and who is legally employed, the law says gainfully employed. It simply means that you have a legal job, your employer must be registered and so on. And so, but the registration part, that's not your responsibility as an employee. So I have a job, I am working with a company that is legal, and so my employer has that responsibility of deducting my contributions every month and remitting it over to NIS by the 15th day of every month. Yes.
There is a challenge in Guyana where persons are employed in the private sector, but then their employers have been saying that they are private contractors as a way of escaping paying NIS for them. What would you say to those employers?
Okay, we call that categorizing of employees, and usually the board, the National Insurance Board, is the only body that is responsible for placing a person, an insured person, in whatever category it is. So whether you're self-employed or you're an employed person, I know many times, and we are aware of it, and so those cases are usually sent to the board, right? Where employers, because they have to pay a portion of the contributions, and as a matter of fact, they pay the higher portion of the contributions, and so they shy away from paying their portion of the contributions, which is the 8.4%. And so what they would do, they would say to a person, well, you're self-employed, and so you are responsible for paying your income tax and NIS. But then most times when you examine it, they have a contract of service. So the employer still stipulates everything, what time they come to work, where they sit, every other thing like a regular person, but they're just saying, oh, you're self-employed. Well, that is not their role. And an insured person has the right to approach the National Insurance Scheme. If he or she finds him or herself in such a situation, they can write, right? They can write to NIS and we can intervene. Right? That's the right of the employee.
Thank you very much, Ms. Baxter.
Thank you, dear.